You gotta leave, man.
Charles 89.
But
This is the place to hang out.
there was the assumption that I wasn't being a customer and I wasn't going to be a customer. Look, I'm going to Starbucks.
Okay.
Come back. Normal use of a restroom, and I don't want a problem. Like the last time, just before, 5 minutes before close, they called somebody in there and it was for absolutely nothing. But I think it's on purpose that somebody was in there taking forever, trying to spread fleas. But I'm not doing anything wrong when I come in here as a customer to use the bathroom, and you can't just assume that I'm not a customer. There's a situation going on here, man. I think this is on purpose. And this guy had left when I told him I was going to Starbucks and sat at another part of the parking lot. And then now that I'm returning, he came back. This conspicuously Italian-American mafioso. At 6:38 p.m. on February 23rd, 2021. It is shortly a couple days after sending my recent internal affairs complaints by email to SAC PD, Sacramento County Sheriffs, and Cleveland Field Office of the FBI. And yesterday I uploaded to Internet Archive account to link to website relevant case files, correspondence to internal affairs, videos, AV evidence from incidents in August and October of last year, while they obsessively, generally, electronically surveil. Conflict of interest being special security guard for the mafia-run grocery store. Buy bribery as a Guido custom with perks of food all day to sit here. And they're always sitting here. And it's not on their patrol, it's beyond the scope of their patrol duty to be special security guard in a conflict of interest partially for the mafia-run grocery store. And in the same conspiracy, Gavin Newsom has to be involved with. As I had mentioned, I am really backed up. And deprival is inhumane.
I gotta make sure. I'm not sure. I got it.
This store has the only open public restroom for miles and miles. With the pre-textual COVID policies, which is against Federal Department of Health regulation for the well-being and general welfare of people. I had reported a man in the stall with a dog, probably spreading fleas, that was in there for approximately half an hour, and still was. I returned to see if he had left yet. And that's when I, after having reported to an employee who said he was going to tell the manager, all of a sudden the police officer came to the location of the restroom when I was returning to see if he had left yet. I just heard a police officer's two-way radio when somebody came in here real quick and exited. I am wiping right now after about 5 minutes. Now to put these clothes on. My utility apparel I need in context of life matters. Here. Get my key to unlock my chain. This is going to internal affairs too, Guido. You don't sit as a special guard of a special interest of the frickin' grocery store at their whim when they want you to do something by their arbitrary policies. Okay, this is going to internal affairs, Guido. Because you know I just sent my internal affairs report about previous incidents. You learn what retaliatory malicious is. Now you need to back off of me and you need to back off of this store as a stopover. That's criminal. You, criminal. I'm telling you, you need to frickin' back away from this being a stopover. Like you have the scope and duty of being their freaking slaves. Not by the law, but by Rally's policies that they freaking make up any particular moment. You're doing it again. That's ridiculous. It's not your job to sit in front of the grocery store freaking all day. Learn your job. Public servant, actually, what you're supposed to be. Not the mafia's freaking guard at their grocery store in plots. Okay, did I say the magic word again? Because you heard my freaking internal affairs reports. And this is going to internal affairs too. You're doing wrong. Overzealous on one person. This is going to internal affairs. You better stop it. Back off of me and back off of this as a stopover. Being derelict of scope and duty, because that's not what you're supposed to do patrolling. Coming up here, reactionary to electronic surveillance on my preparing the Resner, Paragary's, and Scary Earthworm AV document. It's not funny, Trent. Now, there was a voodoo lady blocking the sidewalk with her cart in the middle and being obnoxious. She could have pulled it into the grass or kept on going and not blocking the sidewalk and then threatening me that the police had pistols at she called it a Safeway, but it's a Rally. Before I came over here, there was a gang member. Conspicuously by my life experience, knowledge, was a gang member, middle-aged African-American lady in a gang. by knowledge of their manners, such as from New Orleans involved with voodoo like Trent was. And this was reacting. I'm all the way over here by the exit. You following me? For no reason. No reason by law to be following me. Because I said something to you. And that I'm right about. Absolutely no purpose at all except for just to be trying to be intimidating. And bait. That's it. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking on my recorder and you're probably listening. So you don't like what I'm saying. Doesn't give you any reason to be following me like that. Trying to intimidate. Without any just cause by reasonable suspicion for anything at law, because I'm walking through the parking lot talking on my recorder. Guido? Learn your manners and your police conduct. And this is going to internal affairs. And now he's at Jack in Box with the perks. Wanting to be a pig like a Guido is. Your job is to sit and frickin' eat all day. What was that for?
I don't know.
Not you, him.
What's karate?
What's that for? Huh? You're really overzealous. Shining that light. This is going to internal affairs. But do you see me walking away? You are harassing me. You are way beyond. What am I doing? I defecated in a restroom. Following me still?